Anthony dishes to Lopez. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Zhang the pass to Levine. He kicks to Rubio. Here's Levine. Back to Zhang. Got it off in time and released it in time. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean, let's just be quiet.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
They've got a follow. Robin Lopez out there with Williams. Then it's Anthony. And it's Grant in at point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Well, there was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player we showed last year. He belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Zinkas is checked in for Derek Williams. Vujacic comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Calderon in for Grant.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And Towns gets it to go.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Calderon kicks to Anthony. Wiggins with some nice D.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was second in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
Looking over the numbers again, Greg, Wiggins logged a ton of minutes as a rookie, over 36 minutes a game, Clark. That led all rookies in the NBA.
And how about leading everybody in the league in minutes played after the All-Star break, Kevin? Almost 40 minutes a game is what he averaged after the All-Star break.
There's the bucket. Good. Rubio's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Calderon has the open look. And the three ball is good. Calderon's got 8 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Rubio. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Anthony from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So for the Knicks, Kevin Sheriff, and he's checked in for Lopez. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Sasha Vujacic. Back to Wiggins. It's stolen by Calderon. And here's the break. Pulls up on the wing. Good. Calderon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Rubio dishes to Muhammad. Back to Rubio. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Wiggins. The second chance effort. Can't connect from short range.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The wide open look here for Anthony, and it's Anthony again missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have ring.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Levine, covered by Anthony. And it's blocked. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Porzingis can't hit.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season. Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
They're settling. They've got to keep getting the ball inside. Create some balance offensively.
And they're running. Poked away. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Levine passes to Rubio. It's deflected. And a fast break now for New York. Kicks it to Carmelo. Passes to Porzingis. The Knicks rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Derek Williams, he checked in for New York. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Muhammad. The Timberwolves have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Levine. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Williams for 3. Cannot hit.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch.
And that does it for the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. The drive by Anthony sinks the 15-footer. Anthony's got 5.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Calderon against Rubio. Wiggins drawn the double team. Pass to Dang. Rubio outside. 6 to shoot. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Hey, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
The Knicks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Down low, here's Towns. No good. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Hey, guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Lopez, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Up high and down hard with the one hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Now off the inbound, Rubio misses.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
On the wing, Wiggins slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Calderon, that's good.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. One or two of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And it's Rubio penetrating, and Anthony sends it back. And a fast break now for the Knicks. For the finish, hammers it home, the fouls off the break.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Levine, that's tipped. Calderon with it. He's got 15. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Ricky Rubio. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Levine. He's guarded by Calderon. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
For Minnesota, they have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The drive by Anthony. But they'll get another chance. Feeds to Calderon. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. That drops. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Derek Williams, he checked in for Porzingis. Flalo comes in for Anthony. Langston Galloway's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. And for Levine in his dunking. If you saw him in college or last season, you knew. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Garnett with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a...
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Well, I tell you what, when he gets the hoop in his sights, he is dangerous.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Aflalo. Levine can't hit. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Williams comes with a double team. Here's Prince. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Galloway, no good.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive. When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Minnesota leading by 18. Levine kicks to Pekovic. And here is Prince. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he sinks the second. Poked away. Here's Serafin. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Knicks trail by 17. They've got Kevin Serafin. Aflalo is out there with Anthony. Then there's Grant, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Minnesota leading by 15. And it's Rubio penetrating. Wiggins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
And stolen by Jang. And the jam by Levine.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Unable to get the ball.